Hi, everybody. So first of all, before we get started, I want to thank all of you for joining us here at CRCC Asia for our monthly webinar series. As you may or may not know, we do this every month, once a month. We hold a webinar that everybody is welcome to tune into and learn about a different topic every month. In previous months, we talked about everything from traveling around China to Chinese history to making the most of an internship abroad. And this month, in November 2015, we're going to talk about our scholarship series, which I'm here from our US office in San Francisco, and we just opened up our scholarship series yesterday, November 9th. So I'm going to talk to you all about that, how to apply, the logistics of the scholarship, as well as our other scholarship programs in other locations, in other regions, and other scholarships outside of the CRCC Asia Scholarship that you can use towards going on one of our programs. At the end of the webinar, you're going to have the opportunity to ask me any questions. So please write them down as I go through. If I don't answer something you're curious about, you'll have the opportunity to ask me live at the end. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to pull up my slides for you. Okay, so as I said, we're going to talk all about scholarships this month. A brief rundown of what we're going to talk about. First of all, I'll introduce myself, let you know what my role is here in San Francisco. I'll introduce you to what programs and what work we do in China and around the world. And then I'm going to talk to you about our scholarship program for North America, which, like I said, just opened up yesterday. I'm going to talk to you about our other CRCC Asia scholarships. I'll then wrap up with some external funding opportunities that will include scholarships from other organizations, as well as ways that we've had interns raise money on their own to go on our programs. And then finally, at the end, you'll be able to ask me all of your questions. So like I said, write them down, keep them in mind, and we'll go through them. So my name is Megan Swanek. I am University Partnerships Manager here in San Francisco. We have 11 offices around the world, and I come to you from one of our two US offices. We also have one in Pennsylvania, but I'm over here on the West Coast. And I work within the marketing department here, and we're the ones that will be handling the scholarship program. So all questions can be directed towards me or to our general office. And I've included both my email there as well as the email for the San Francisco office. So if you have further questions that come to you later after the webinar is over, feel free to send me an email. Use me as a resource throughout the scholarship program if you have questions. So just an introduction, now that you know who I am, where I am, this is what we do at CRCC Asia. I think most of you are probably already familiar, but just in case somebody's tuning in and they haven't heard about our programs before, or they only know a little bit about what it is we do, I'll give you a brief rundown. We specialize in internships in China. We are actually the leading provider of internships in China. We provide 1, 2, or 3-month internships in 4 locations. So what that means is that you choose the length. It can be 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months. Like I said, you choose the location. It could be in Beijing, you could go to Hong Kong, you could go to Shenzhen, or you could go to Shanghai, up to you. And you can also begin your program whenever it fits into your calendar. If you only have 1 month to spare and only maybe in January in the winter term, you can do it in January. We don't have a set start date. We have one beginning every month all year. So there's lots of flexibility for when you can fit in this internship program. In addition to that standard program, and I'll go through this later, but this scholarship series will be dedicated towards those standard 1, 2, or 3-month programs. But we also have a semester study abroad program. And what that looks like is that it's a part-time study and part-time internship. You complete your studies at East China Normal University in Shanghai. We partner with them to provide you with coursework so that you can get those academic credits over the course of a full term. It's 15 weeks long, so Also a longer option if you are looking to go to China for longer than just our standard 1, 2, or 3-month programs. This study abroad option could be a good fit for you. It's also a good fit if you're feeling like you want to get those academic credits, but also do the internship program that we do. So you'll take courses half the day, and then the other half of the day you'll spend a few hours completing an internship in the sector that you choose. So, and this applies to both those standard internship month-long programs as well as the study abroad semester in Shanghai. We work with over 500 host companies across 14 and more sectors. So what that means is we have 14 main sectors like business, engineering, NGOs, government work, but we work with over 500 companies. So even with beyond those main sectors, there's lots of options. And within those sectors, there's lots of options for the kind of business you want to be doing and the specific kind of engineering. We really have placements in every sector, and we're able to accommodate a wide range of internship interest. We also have a wide range of company types, and that's something to discuss with us in your interview. If you want to get experience working in a startup, we have lots of startup companies that we work with, especially in cities like Hong Kong or Shenzhen. So lots of options for you in terms of the kind of internship that you want to be doing. We also function a lot like a study abroad program does. So we don't just place you in this internship and then let you figure it out in China. We're there to help you all the way through the program. And that includes help before you go. So we offer you pre-departure support and guidance. We're here. We have offices, like I said, in 11 offices around the world. So no matter where you're coming from and where you're, what city you're going to be in, you're going to have that support network in that office near you that you'll be able to access for help. With anything from questions to arranging your visa, to talking you through what kind of flight options you should look through. Once you're on the ground, we have staff in each of our 4 cities that are there 24/7 to help you. They pick you up from the airport, they drop you off at your internship on your first day, they help you navigate the city, and they're also there not only to guide you and advise you, but to make sure that you're making the most of your experience and really getting to know the city you're in and the culture you're in. And they'll do that in a number of ways. We organize networking events as well as fun cultural events throughout the weeks. So that could be anything from a networking event that will be towards getting to know different companies and other interns that you're going to be in the city with. Or it could be going out for a fun night of karaoke at famous Chinese spots in the city that you're in, or dumpling making, a kung fu show. It really varies, but we have all that extra support that goes with other study abroad programs. So now that you know a little bit more about what we do, and if you're still feeling a little bit vague on the specifics, I'm happy to help answer any other questions about the programs that we offer. But I'm going to move on to the scholarship series that we're running right now in North America. And this is the basic rundown of the things I'm going to answer for you in terms of the scholarship. First of all, what scholarships are there and what programs can you use them for? Where can you go? What cities are they valid for, and when can you go? Who is eligible? What kind of candidates are we looking for? How do you apply? What are the logistics of the application? And then I'll give you a little bit of extra insight into how we go through the selection process and how quickly you'll know if you've been a recipient. So we run this program every year. This is the 6th annual year that we've been running it in North America, and we're happy to offer one full 100% scholarship, so the entire program is covered. In second place, the second place recipients, we offer 2 half scholarships, so 2 different students will receive half the funding towards their program. And then we offer, in the third place recipient spot, is 3 25% scholarships towards our programs. So 6 scholarships available overall, 1 full, 2 half, and 3 25% scholarships. You can use them for any 1-month standard program, so any 1-month China internship program. Now, and I'm going to get to this a little bit more at the end, but if you really want to do the study abroad semester, I'm going to walk you through some options for finding funding for that program as well. But for this North America Scholarship Series, the scholarships are going to be geared towards 1-month internships. They are available in any location, so you're not restricted. You don't have to go to any one city. We are taking applications to any of our 4 cities. Like I said, those 4 cities are Beijing, Shanghai, Shenzhen, and Hong Kong. Really up to you where you want to go, and we'll go through this with you, but certain cities do specialize in certain sectors. And while if you're looking for something in the field of business, there's absolutely tons of options for you in each city. Certain other sectors or interests might be more available in certain cities. For example, Shenzhen is really a hub for engineering. So we might guide you and advise you towards a certain city if you're interested in a certain field, but keeping in mind that by no means do you have to apply to any certain city. It's completely up to you where you want to go. So you can also go in any sector. This is not a scholarship that is geared towards any one major. All majors are welcome to apply. And it's any program in 2016. So when you apply for this scholarship, you're going to want to think about what month in 2016 you think you could go and do this internship in China, and in what city you want to do it. Okay, so who is eligible for this scholarship for North America? And we have other scholarships available that I'll go through, but for this scholarship that's open right now as we speak, it's for anybody that is studying in North America. So if you are from the UK, but you're studying in New York City, you are eligible. It's for any undergraduate or graduate student that is currently enrolled in a North American university. So not just the US either, it's all of North America is welcome to apply. And then also keeping in mind that all applications are definitely given their due course, and we encourage everybody to apply, but we do want to keep in mind that we realize certain people may not be able to self-fund this program on their own, and we do try to gear these scholarships towards people who demonstrate the financial need that they wouldn't otherwise be able to take advantage of this kind of opportunity. So something else to keep in mind for this scholarship for North America, those 6 recipients that we're going to be doling out scholarships to will be required to contribute some kind of digital storytelling element to our program while they are abroad. So for those of you that might be thinking digital storytelling, what does that mean exactly? Digital storytelling can be a lot of different things, and we're open to your suggestions if you have a certain preference for how you want to interpret and talk about your experience in China. But the main ways that we have had students do it in the past are via blogs or vlogs with the V. So I'm sure many of you are familiar with blogging. You can use any kind of WordPress, or there's tons of different blog spots floating around the internet that you can create your own website and just kind of catalog your days. And there's no requirement really on how many blogs you have to write. We just do require that you have some kind of reflective avenue that is up to you how and how often you want to do it, but that you do contribute either a blog, or if not that, then a vlog, which is telling your story and interpreting your experience through a video that you and we will help you edit and then post on your personal YouTube channel. And both these blogs that you create as well as the vlogs that you create will be on your own website or channel, however you want to do it, and then we'll link them back onto our intern testimonials. Once you get accepted to the scholarship, I will personally be working with you on, first of all, determining how you want to talk about your experience, whether it's in a blog post or any other format. And then we can talk about how often you want to do it, or what direction you want to go in with it. And I'm really open to your input, and we can develop a system for how you're going to be doing that. But when you do apply for these scholarships, just something to keep in mind that this is an element you'll have to be doing just as an added way. We really want to help you make the most of your experience. And in the past, we found that our alumni, our interns on the ground that use these channels like blogging to talk about their experience are able to really make the most of their time and have really reflective moments. Okay, so how do you apply? All applications are submitted on our website. I've included the link right there, but it's pretty easy to navigate if you go onto our website, crccasia.com. At the top, there is a banner that will lead you to the application form, or you can follow the tabs at the top to the scholarship page, and you'll find the application form there as well. Also, feel free to jot that website down as it is right in front of you, and it will lead you to the form, all done online. You'll answer some questions, you'll upload a resume. It's simple, it's easy, and it's all done on electronically, so really accessible. Applications are open now, so you can go ahead and apply as soon as we finish this webinar if you choose, and you have until November 23rd to submit your application. So again, applications are open now. They opened up yesterday, and you will have until November the 23rd at midnight Pacific Standard Time to complete your application. If you follow that link to that application form on our website, or when you visit it later, you'll see that there's really 4 main elements to the application. The first is just some basic information. What's your name? What's your major? What school do you go to? What country are you studying in? Where are you from? The second element that you're going to have to give us is the program details. And like I said, this is for a 1-month China internship. But the other program details we need to know. So what sectors do you want, and what city do you want to be in? And what month are you thinking about going and completing this internship? When you do fill out that application, I want to make note that we guarantee that you get one of your top 3 sectors when you are placed into your internship. And what that means is you will have, in this application, it will prompt you to choose 3 sectors. So it could be number 1 is business, number 2 is marketing, number 3 is finance. And just rank them in order from the one that you prefer most. And we do guarantee that you get one of those placements. And I do also want to make a note, and I get this question a lot, but like I said before, we have internships across all fields, so don't feel like if you are not a business major and those aren't your top sectors, that you're not able to apply. We take applications from people from all academic backgrounds. So the third part of the application will consist of your resume or CV, however you know it. So you'll need to have that in some kind of Word or other word processor format, and you'll upload it to the website. There's plenty of resources on all university campuses that I do recommend you take advantage of that will be able to advise you and even edit your resume with you. I think it's really important as you move through your university years that you have a firm understanding for how to write and complete a good competitive resume. And this is good practice. And this is all what the program is about, is preparing you for your future career. So start now, and before you apply for this program, make sure you utilize all your resources. Create a great resume that shows us your skills, your previous career experience. Do you have experience in this field? If you're looking for a finance placement or you're looking for an engineering placement, have you done anything before in that field? And you don't have to, but it definitely sets you apart. So be as thorough as possible on that resume and utilize the resources that are around you on campus. The last part of the application is the essay questions. So there's 4 essay questions, and they're 300 to 400 word essay questions. So not too lengthy, but we do, request that you put some thought into it. And really, these essay questions will be what sets you apart, I think, in this application. And use this space to really communicate to us why you, above all the other applicants, are the one that should be selected to go to China and complete this internship experience. So you'll be able to see these questions on the online application, but I'll briefly go through them a bit and kind of interpret for you what we're looking for there. So the first one is, what attribute distinguishes you from the crowd professionally and personally? So what we're looking for there is what makes you different. How are you unique professionally and personally? So how are you a distinct and unique asset in a work environment? The second question is, which of your strengths will best allow you to contribute as an intern? And again, I encourage you to put some thought into this and really don't just give us answers you think we might be looking for or that are generic attributes. Really think about what your personal strengths are and let us know how you think those strengths will make you the best intern. We then want to know, we want to describe how you expect China to play a part in your future. So we are very passionate about China and we want to know why you are too. Why did you choose China above all other locations to go and complete this internship experience? What are your personal ties if you have them? What's your curiosity? What draws you to doing this in China? What is it about China? And what attracts you to the China internship program in general? So why did you decide to do an internship program as opposed to any other program? What is the thing about specifically this experience that is just set apart from the other ones? And that's the last essay question we'll ask from you. And that's it. So just basic information, some details about the program you want to complete, a resume, and some thoughtful essay questions, and then your application is done. And again, want to stress that the application period does close in November 23rd, so just a 2-week window to get those applications in. So I just want to give you a little bit more insight into the selection process. As I've said several times now, the applications are open from yesterday until the 23rd. We'll then be reading through all those thoughtful essay questions that you guys are concocting for us. And then we'll take a few days to go through it and put some thought into who we will be moving on to the next round. And we'll be reaching out to you to schedule phone interviews. So all interviews will be done over the phone. Like I said, we're located in San Francisco, but we'll find a time if you're in a different time zone, and we'll arrange a time that works sometime between November 30th and December 4th for us to talk to you and get to know you better. After that initial round of phone interviews, we'll then be selecting final round candidates, and if necessary, candidates will be interviewed a second time. Regardless of whether or not there will be second round interviews, the final 6 recipients of the North America Scholarship Series will be notified that they've received the scholarship by December 9th, 2015. So if you're tuning in from another location, this is not the only scholarship option that we do offer, and we do have a scholarship series in our other countries where we have offices, just some of them, and the North America Scholarship Series is the only one open at the moment. So if you are tuning in from those other countries, I do encourage you to spend some time on our website and check back on the scholarship series for when those other locations do open, and we'll hold their scholarship series throughout the year. And also feel free to reach out and talk to them about how they're going to be modeling their scholarship series and when their applications will open and close. In addition to regional scholarships in our other locations, we also are partnered with Generation UK, which is an initiative on the part of the British government to send more students to study and intern in China. And we also offer a global scholarship availability. And like I said, for all of these scholarships, none of these are open at the moment. The only one open at the moment is the North America Scholarship Series, which is open to all students who are studying in North America. But do feel free to reach out to any of our regional offices that apply to your region and find out when or how you can apply to their scholarship series. Okay, so beyond CRCC Asia scholarships, there's lots of funding opportunities that can apply to our programs. And I've grouped them into two main categories, the first being scholarships or funding options that relate to Asia as a region, and so that can apply towards our programs. And these can be good options not only if it's a very competitive scholarship series, and if you are not selected, we don't want you to be discouraged. We do encourage you to pursue other funding opportunities, and these are options that could apply to our programs. Additionally, like I said before, if our scholarship series, which is geared towards that 1 month internship program, is not the program you're looking for, maybe you want that study abroad full semester with an internship. These are also opportunities for you to get funding for that other program. And then the other thing I want to talk about, which we've had some interns do before, and that is kind of newer to the field in funding study abroad, but definitely a very dynamic and interesting one. And I think an opportunity that more and more students should take advantage of. And that's crowdfunding. So I'll get to that in a minute. But first, here are just some of the best examples that we've had students in the past use for funding our programs. And if you're at a computer or you have a pen and paper with you, I do encourage you to write these down. I'll leave the slide up for a minute while I go through them. But also, like I said, feel free to reach out to our office and reach out to me specifically. And I'd be happy to supply you with these names if you didn't get a chance to write them down now. So the first one is the Go Overseas Volunteer and Intern Abroad Scholarship. So they offer $500 twice a year, and their deadline is actually approaching quickly. The deadline to apply for that is December 1st. And I want to make a note that for all of these options, you can find the applications on their websites. So if you simply write these down, make a note of the ones that really ring out to you as scholarships or funding that you want to pursue, you can go ahead and just look up their websites and apply online. Most of these applications will open and close sometime between November and January. So you do want to get on applying soon, even if you're not planning to go abroad until next summer or even next fall. Many of these will select the funding for those timeframes now. So go ahead and Google them, get on their website, and figure out how and when you need to apply. So that first one is a $500 scholarship. They offer it twice a year, and the one for this semester that's good for in the spring is due on Tuesday, December 1st. The next one, it's quite a popular one that we've had lots of students successfully complete with us in China, is known as the Benjamin A. Gilman International Scholarship Program. This is actually funded by the United States State Department, and it's to study or intern abroad anywhere. So not restricted to any one location. And one main requirement is that you do need to be a recipient of the Pell Grant in order to qualify for this scholarship program. Another great option that we've had students do before is the Diversity Abroad Blogging Scholarships. So they offer, and diversityabroad.com will lead you right to the application. They offer $500 scholarships that are available each term. And similar to our digital storytelling requirement, they do require, in order to receive this $500 scholarship, that you are willing to talk about your experience in a blog. Another option is the Fund for Education Abroad. Applications for that are actually opening up next Monday, November 16th, and then they close January 18th. They offer the programs for summer programs, winter programs, spring programs, or fall programs. But this window that you have to apply will be for all of next year. So like I said, you want to get on those applications now. Even if you're thinking about doing our study abroad semester next fall, now's the time to access their website and see if you can get that funding from the Fund for Education Abroad. Just a few others, and these are all similar ones, these last few. The Foundation for Global Scholars General Scholarships has a number of different scholarships that we really recommend you look through. They can be for service, they can be for study, they can be for a number of different things. So you want to find the one that applies to whichever program you're looking at and apply there. Another one is the Bourne Awards, which is also funded by the US government, and it's for language study in what is commonly referred to as critical languages. And what that means is that the US government has identified certain languages that they would like to see more students studying in America learn, and Chinese is one of them. So the Boren Awards for language study are available for students that want to study Chinese in China. So definitely something that could apply to our programs, as does this last one here, which is a similar one, the Blakemore Freeman Fellowship Language Grants, which also are available to students looking to study Chinese in China. So hopefully while I went through that, you got a chance to write some of these down. But like I said, if not, feel free to reach out to me. I had my email up earlier, but it's also on our website. And I'm happy to send you along some more information about these specific scholarships available. Okay, so crowdfunding. This is the last funding option I want to talk about, but definitely a really interesting one that we've had a few students, and I have a few friends actually that use this to go abroad in a number of forms. And it could be for study abroad, it could be for interning abroad, it could be for going to teach English overseas and get that training to do so. But you can also use crowdfunding for pretty much anything. It looks like a lot of different things. And broadly speaking, crowdfunding is just the process of gathering small donations from a lot of different people that you know and that you don't know via the internet. So here's some example platforms that I recommend you check out. Write these down, go to their website, see what it's all about. But I'll give you a little bit of an overview as well. So Indiegogo.com, fundmytravel.com, Kickstarter, and GoFundMe. And these are all different but similar channels on the internet that you can use to communicate your passion for going to China, why you want to go abroad, and why you don't have the funds. And you it will write about the experience you're looking for on these channels, and then they will then be able to gain support from people all over the world. And you can send it to your friends, to your family, publicize it on social media channels. But you'll also find, and I've had some good friends that used it actually to go abroad. And my one friend was able to fund her study abroad in South Korea, and she received donations from all over the world, from people she knew, as well as actually a majority of people that she didn't even know, that were just moved by the reasoning behind why she wanted to go to South Korea, and she was able to get it fully funded. So definitely worth looking into. Check out these websites and put some thought into using this as an avenue to funding your programs abroad. Okay, so like I said, we have 11 offices around the world, and I do encourage you to write down whichever one is most relevant to you. My office is here in San Francisco, the third one down on the left, but we also are located in Spain, in the UK, in Canada, Italy, Australia, and our 4 locations in China. So write down those emails and feel free to reach out to us or to me with more questions about these funding opportunities or about our programs. Okay. So now, hopefully I answered most of your questions, but you're going to have the opportunity to ask me anything that I was not able to answer during my presentation. So if you do have a question, go ahead and sign in now. And you can type your questions right in there. Okay. So Glenn, hi Glenn, thanks for tuning in. He wants to know, and I'll just, since I'm the only one that has access to the questions, I'll go ahead and write that or read it out loud for the rest of you tuning in. He wants to know, are there funding opportunities for international students Glenn is from Costa Rica. So there are plenty, actually. One being our global scholarship, which is not open at the moment. But one that comes to mind is the Hispanic Scholarship Fund, which the website is just hsf.com. And they have a lot of opportunities for students from any region of Hispanic descent that can apply towards both studying in their home countries as well as studying abroad. So definitely something to look into. I'll give you guys a minute to think through some questions. I know I just threw a lot of information at you, so I'll give you a second to process. And you can let me know. You can type in right into if you're viewing via the Google Plus account, you can just type your questions right in there. And once again, if you are just taking some time to think through questions about the scholarship, or if scholarship questions come to you later today while you're thinking about it or while you're completing the application. My name is Megan Swanek. I'm here in the San Francisco office. So you can contact me here in the San Francisco office or via my email, which again, I had it up before, but it's m.swanek, SWANICK, at crccasia.com. And I'm really happy to talk you through applying for this scholarship and other opportunities for you. It looks like Glenn's question might be the only one for now. So I'll go ahead and say thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate you taking the time, and really feel free to reach out to me with any questions.